Farm Basics is brought to you by the Liberty Link trait and Liberty herbicide from Bayer. The most reliable weed management solution, Liberty Link and Liberty herbicide are the link to efficient row crop production and sustainable weed management.
During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk about seed to soil contact. What is it and why is it so important for farmers?
All right, when you think about seed to soil contact, you need to have that seed in good contact with the soil so that the seed is able to uptake water and so the seed is protected. If you have a seed that has an air pocket around it, you're going to have some issues there with germination because you may start taking in some moisture and then dry back out.
Unless we have soil around that seed and unless we have water that's getting to that seed, we don't see good germination out in fields. The whole idea of raising a great crop, we want to have a nice even stand and we want all those plants to come up about the same time. So that's why we want consistency out there. You don't necessarily have to have great seed to soil contact to get germination, but you're going to find inconsistencies in terms of when that germination occurs, and you might even have some plants that try to germinate and then die. Well, none of those things are good for what we're looking for out in the field when we want maximum production, and having this great seed to soil contact is just incredibly important.
All right, so how do we get great seed to soil contact? If you're planting something by hand, what a lot of times you'll see people do is drop the seed in whatever furrow or hole that you're going to plant it into and then put some soil over it and pack the seed down by hand. You can certainly do that. If you're only planting just a few seeds, well, great, you can do that by hand. But how about a farmer that's planting acres and acres of seed? That's just too much to do by hand. So as the planter is running through, what you'll see behind that row unit is you'll see a press wheel or some kind of packer that's going to, as you plant that seed, the soil's a little fluffy, then there's going to be something to firm that soil up right behind the planter as you go. Now, for other farmers, they may say, okay, I'm going to use a drill and I really don't have anything like that to get that good seed to soil contact, so I might come through with a land roller and roll the whole field to firm up some light and fluffy soil to make sure I have good seed to soil contact.
So once again, this is incredibly important for farmers. Having that good seed to soil contact usually means more consistent and even emergence, and that's really what we're after.
Well, we need great emergence to compete against our weed of the week. Can you identify this week's weed?